Please get ready for Yoga Nidra. And the way to be ready is to let yourself completely relax. We're going to let go of everything that came before this moment, any thoughts or cares or even excitement perhaps about what's to come, and just allow ourselves to be at peace. Welcome, luminous ones, to the sacred lunar chamber. I invite you now to settle into your body, to lie down gently, to be positioned in Shavasana, corpse pose. Your legs are extended, or perhaps a bolster beneath your knees. Let your toes fall out to the sides. Allow your arms to come out by your sides, your palms open to receive, offering ease. Let your arms be a little bit away from your body. Let there be some space. Take up space. I hope you are lying in your bed or somewhere very soft, comfortable, giving. Allow your feet to open out. Allow your spine to soften, to let all of the vertebrae sink into the spaces where they belong, where there is the least amount of pressure. And let your head gently rest. Slowly begin to feel the body becoming heavier. With every breath, imagine space between the vertebrae of the spine just gently expanding. Feel the body fully expanding and taking up space. Notice the sensation of the heaviness of the bone and the lightness of all of the breath in between, everything in the body. Libra is an air sign. So we're acknowledging that there's actually more space in the body than there is matter. Allow your jaw to relax and soften, your mouth to gape open, your tongue to just rest, much like the rest of your body. Allow your head to tilt back slightly, maybe rock it from side to side. Find the perfect position for everything. Feel yourself held by the earth, by the surface you're on, by the entire universe. Let the rhythm of your breath be your companion. With the entrance of this new moon that became exact around 8:30 this morning, we're feeling unusually focused, driven, and yet simultaneously tired, overly reactive, overly emotional. It's okay. We have Pluto stationing out of bounds, making movements and amplifying intensity at its peak. This is this great cycle of life. So our souls are craving a transformation. We're being asked to release outdated programming, old stories, so that we can recalibrate into higher frequencies. There is an evolutionary nudge from the cosmos happening. It doesn't mean that it's easy just because it's air. Air is light and adaptable. It might feel difficult even to take time to try to call your energies back from where it's dispersed. Air can move anywhere. There's no physical structure, there's no boundaries. So we're being invited to create soft boundaries for ourselves, and then to check in with what feels the most and the least energetically balanced in our relationships in all areas of our lives. We are in this fresh lunar cycle. New moons usher in a complete new cycle, typically around 28 days. And this new moon is also 28 degrees of Libra, only 2 degrees from exalted, meaning it's at its full force trying to eke out every last drop of energy in the Libra sign before it shifts into Scorpio. And then we come into this very digging in the darkness energy. So this is a very beautiful time. We also have the sun and the moon and Venus all in the sign of Libra. This is allowing us to make a complete reset with how we love our ego self, our emotional self, and our relationship to others. Venus rules Libra. So Libra is in her sign. Energy is flowing very easily to this position as air does. It flows. The moon is comfortable and confident and ready to express all the themes that Libra calls to us: beauty, grace, and finding our equilibrium, our equanimity, the balance that we all possess within ourselves if we just get out of our own way. And we can do so more readily. This is also about new beginnings, harmony in relationship, in collaboration, in fairness, what that looks like in our lives. So if you are settled, I invite you to join this ravishing goddess of harmony, Aphrodite and Venus. Plant new seeds of balance and fairness and connection and partnership with yourself, with your higher power, and let those lead and grow into this new era. As you relax the body continuously with every breath, and feel yourself getting heavier and heavier with every exhale, allow the body to sleep. Allow the mind to remain awake. You will remain awake through this entire practice. Say to yourself mentally, I will not sleep. I will remain awake. Take the deepest breath you have yet. And as you breathe in, feel cool and calm spreading throughout the entire body. As you breathe out, feel all of your cares and worries flowing from you, melting away. As you relax, develop awareness of your entire physical body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Complete awareness of the whole body, as if it's floating in space. Gaze out behind your closed eyes, that infinite darkness you see before you. Allow your body to remain here, heavy, and allow your spirit to rise. Let Libra lift it, like the scales themselves. The body is weighing down on one side of the balance, so that the soul, the spirit, the energy, the Vijnanamaya kosha can become light as a feather. And begin to hover above yourself, as if gazing back through a mirror. See your body here. Notice the outline, the shape of you, this magnificent physical form that your soul has chosen to live in this earth plane within. Become completely aware of just breath as it moves through your nostrils, coming to a point. And as you exhale, feel the breath coming down like two sides of a triangle. Breathing out infinitely into space, gathering up stardust and beautiful memories, mementos. And as you breathe in, drawing them back up those two sides, meeting at the point of ajna, your intuition, a place where we know precisely who we are, the energetic point along Sushumna where we connect to our higher power. Now leave that breathing awareness and simply become aware that you are about to practice Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra begins now. Now is the time to set a resolve for your practice, a sankalpa, the intention. It's a short statement, very easy words. Allow this to come to you. Typically, the first thought we receive is the right one. You'll repeat that Very short, simple statement to yourself 3 times with full meaning and feeling. Allow it to align with your values, your truth. What do you need? The resolve will come true if the conditions are perfect. You have done all of the work. Everything is exactly as it should be. You are held here by the unseen tides of the moon and the tender guardians of balance. As you continue to breathe, to allow your intention to sink in, we go within. We will become aware of the different parts of the physical body. The consciousness will move around the body and keep moving. As awareness moves, it changes into prana, life force energy, in the form of a current of energy. Do not concentrate on any one part. Simply allow your mind to jump freely from one part to the next as I name them. No movement, only awareness. The practice always begins with the right hand thumb. Become aware of the second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The practice always continues with the left hand thumb. Become aware of your second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the left hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To balance, we go in reverse. The right side. Become aware of the right toes. Start from the bottom. Become aware of your right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, top of the foot, sole, heel, ankle, calf muscle, kneecap, thigh, hip, waist, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, right thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth. Again to balance. Go to the left side in reverse. Become aware of the left toes. Start from the bottom. Become aware of your left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, top of the foot, sole, heel, ankle, calf muscle, kneecap, thigh, hip, waist, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, left thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth. Now from the whole back to bring balance to the front. Bring your awareness to the back of the body. Go to the back of the head where it touches. Become aware of the back of the head, the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the whole spine. Now the right hip, the left hip, right buttock, left buttock, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, the right calf muscle, the left calf muscle, right ankle, left ankle, right heel, left heel. To bring balance to the whole back, going down. Now we will go to the whole back, bottom up. Become aware of the right ankle, the left ankle, the right calf muscle, the left calf muscle, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, right buttock, left buttock, right hip, left hip, whole spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the head, the whole front down. Become aware of the front of the body. Start at the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, right thigh, left thigh, right knee, left knee, right toes, left toes, the whole front, up, go to the feet. Become aware of the right toes, the left toes, the right knee, the left knee, right thigh, left thigh, right groin, left groin, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, navel, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, right collarbone, left collarbone, throat, jaw, chin, lower lip, upper lip, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, right ear, left ear, right eye, left eye, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, forehead, top of the head. Now the major parts of the body. Consider the body one, whole, balanced. Bring your awareness to the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back together, whole of the front together, whole of the head together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Visualize the whole body. Intensify your awareness. Sense the sacred moment. The moon and the sun aligned. 28 degrees in Libra, marking this fresh beginning. The sign of partnership, harmony, equilibrium. Ruled by Venus, goddess of love, beauty, connection. Tonight, we rest at the threshold of a cosmic portal. The new moon in Libra invites us. Where is my soul seeking greater balance, harmony within? How might I engage in connection with integrity, fairness, authenticity? What seeds of harmony am I planting so that they grow as this moon cycle grows? Bring your attention to your natural quiet breath. Become aware that you are breathing through the nostrils. The natural breath flows through both nostrils in perfect balance and meets at the top of the nose to form a triangle. The spontaneous breath enters through the nostril openings, moves upwards and draws together to form a triangle with its apex in the eyebrow center, ajna. Be aware of the breath passing through both nostrils. Become aware of both breaths separately and simultaneously. Think of the breaths as starting separately from a distance, drawing near, and uniting in the eyebrow center. Now concentrate on each breath individually. Try to determine each one's temperature. Move back and forth in your mind and compare the temperatures. In yoga, we say the left nostril breath is Ida, moon, and the right is Pingala, sun. Ida, the left breath, is cooler. Pingala, the right breath, is warmer. Continue your awareness of breathing, but imagine you are now breathing through alternate nostrils. In through one nostril and out through the other. In that same side and out the other. The breath travels up and down the sides of the triangle and back again. Maintain your awareness and start counting each breath with full attention. Inhale left, 54. Exhale right, 54. Inhale right, 53. Exhale left, 53. And so on. Continue counting and breathing until you reach 0. Maintain total awareness of counting and breathing. If you make a mistake or reach 0, start again from 54. I will leave you here for some time. Mental Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing, from 54 to 0. Total awareness, sensation. Now stop your counting and remain aware of the breath only. The next time you're at the bottom of your exhale, inhale evenly now through both nostrils. Total awareness, no sleeping. Exhale also through both nostrils. Total awareness. Feel the sensations of warmth and cool combine in air, the lightness of your being. The invitation. Imagine yourself in a moonlit temple of marble. The goddess Venus is at the center, holding her scales, shining. Her presence is serene. See yourself entering the temple. your footsteps lightly echoing on stone as you approach the altar of the scales. The chamber is suffused with soft lunar silver and warm golden light. On one pan of the scale lies your truth. On the other, your relationship with self and higher power. The goddess invites you to gently lift each pan and notice which is heavy, what is light, what is out of balance. Call to mind the relationship you wish to align most, a value you wish to restore, a partnership you wish to initiate or renew or close. Watch as the seed of that intention becomes a small glowing orb of lunar light, cradled in your hand. Place it gently into the scale's center. Feel the scales balance until equilibrium is restored. The orb settles, shimmering between the pans, anchored in balance. The goddess whispers into your heart, in this moment, you are restoring your own inner harmony. Your mantra: I align my values with my actions. I open myself to balanced, authentic connection. This new moon is squared with powerful outer planets, tests of conviction and clarity. The square to Jupiter and Pluto may stir intensity, challenge, transformation. The T-square of Jupiter and Cancer as the focal point, and Chiron in Aries. Squares are turning points, moments when we must grow beyond who we've been. With Jupiter at the center, we may feel impatient, reactive, overextended. It's easy to overpromise or push past our natural limits. We call upon realism and self-compassion to support us now. The conditioning we received from birth, our families and culture, religion, nation, education. We call on the light to relieve them, the scales to rebalance, and the light and air elements to disperse them. In order to individuate ourselves and to heal, we summon the courage of Chiron in Aries to live from our authentic essence, and to put down, to allow to be heavy, the conditioned persona we've created. Our wound has served its purpose. As we grow beyond our wound, as we restore our own inner harmony, we are able to become the healers of others, to pass on our wisdom in service to the collective. The T-squared challenge can threaten our sense of safety. It can be greatly influenced by our social and familial programs. We are tender and sensitive within those. Allow that tenderness to become light, to weigh nothing, so that we may blow it away with our exhale breath. What will remain on the scales is what is right and true for our path forward as our fully aligned self. Turn within. The moon is at its darkest phase. The light must come from inside. There is nothing to reflect out. We can see ourselves more deeply. In that darkness, in our shadow, what is reflecting within as your highest truth? What do you need? What do you believe? And what can you release? What is not in service to your growth or your healing? And how might you let it go? In service to your levity, that floating sensation of not being weighed down by anything. No burdens, no cross to bear. What if your sense of safety was not weighed down or controlled by stories that are no longer true in the present? What does your lightest existence look like, feel like? Whose ideas can you release into the ether? Allow the next strong wind to carry them away. What is solid gold? What is heaviest and holds up on the scale that can remain? Capricorn is the empty leg of the T-square. It is a healing energy, taking care of ourselves and taking the next best step. The healing here comes in self-parenting, taking proper precaution, healthy boundaries to keep ourselves safe, calling upon structure of the masculine and the grounded cycles of the feminine to keep us in a flow in moments of vulnerability or fear. What boundaries need to be installed to create safety for you as you remain open to explore this new being? What needs to shift to allow you to slow down, to honor exactly where you are, one day at a time, one step at a time, often one moment at a time? There is a harmonious alignment in this lunation. Mercury, communication, and Mars, the warring passion within us. In Scorpio, Jupiter, the great benefic. In Cancer, the sign of the mother. And Saturn, the great teacher. In Pisces, the connection to the beyond. These are supporting deep emotional healing and intuitive flow. We're being invited to follow our inner guidance, mostly to rest precisely when we need to, and to soften our perspective of our past experiences, to soften and lighten the load of our traumas. There is an energy of deep release from all attachments, particularly emotional. It is helping us to trust the unfolding process of stretching beyond our comforts. What do you notice around you, in the universe, in the multiverse? What is present in the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the spaces between the matter of the you are hovering above and observing? What is the connection between what is happening inside this physical form that encases the soul and in the beyond, all around this physical body, beyond the body, floating in the ether, stretching beyond town, country, continent, planet, space, stars. How can I more easily allow all of life to be exactly as it is and exactly as it isn't? How might I trust more readily and consistently that all beings everywhere are exactly where they need to be? How might I forgive myself first and open my heart to forgive others? It is in this release, this lightness of that which weighed on our heart. It is here that we rewrite the stories that we've retold about our pain and our fear for far too long. The stories that keep us from living completely empowered, purpose-filled, and aligned. What might be possible if I trust the divine timing of all things, and I allow myself to hover, to float, to take up space, to just be. Feel the supportive energies of all of the planets, angels and ancestors, loved ones, light beings. All is anchoring beneath you. The temple is steadying. In your mind's eye, standing before the goddess Venus, she offers you a mirror. In it, you see your reflection. You are the finest expression of partnership, of balance, and of love. She offers you. Don't you see how beautiful you are? The astonishing light of your being. You are love. You take a step and begin to dance in divine connection with all that is. As you swirl and weave and express, you are breathing in fullness of your pranic life force energy. Breathe in. Breathe out fully and expel everything that has weighed you down. Venus invites you to depart the temple and descend into a space of stillness. The orb of light in your hand becomes softer, and you carry it gently within your heart now. We now drift deeper into the inner realms of self-balance, lightness, resolve. It is time to remember the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Your sankalpa, the same one Repeat it to yourself 3 times with full meaning and awareness. If it does not come to you, perhaps you may use, I align with harmony in my relationships and with myself. I honor my values and express them in all partnerships. I give and receive with clarity and discernment. Feel the words, simple. Be fully aware, without judgment or attachment. Imagine yourself as the still center of a storm, calm within all of the pulls of the cosmos. As the new moon's light is vanishing, you are more aware of the lunar cycles within you. You see yourself as your own sovereign being. Take a moment to feel the quality of air, light and ethereal. Let the air fill your lungs, your nostrils, your entire being, and let the scales of your soul balance. Poised, aligned, luminous. Begin to move gently once again. And when you are sure you are wide awake, sit up slowly and open your eyes. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Sat, Chit, Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss. If you would like to remain and simply fall asleep, now is your time, dear one. If you have arisen, it's a wonderful time to take note of any insights or awareness that came through. Set any intentions, or just allow yourself to be in that energy. Be well. See you next week.